Yo, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about a high level of crypto trading, okay? That means leverage trading. This is top level stuff, to put it simply. If you're just getting out starting trading cryptocurrency, be very careful and cautious that you understand high leverage trading properly. Otherwise, you're going to end up on Twitter with a screenshot wrecked. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to be wrecked. Oh no. Which is exactly why I hope that you're going to enjoy today's video sponsored review of Margex, as well as just a basic tutorial guide on how to get set up and running on their platform. They've even given us some funds to trade with on there, so we're gonna have fun and just blast those away, right? Oh, and by the way, get 50 bucks for free with their platform if you use our link in the video description below, and depending on your first initial deposit size, you can get another $50 for free to use with trading on their platform. And here's the coolest part about their platform. No KYC, no know your customer. Yeah, so you can just jump into it, start trading, having some fun. And you can even utilize up to 100x leverage. If you don't know, that's a lot. But on top of that, 10 seconds of tails, our resident Shiba Inu and VoskCoin, and the most beautiful Doge in the business. Let's jump into it. Here's a quick message from our month's video sponsor, Compass, who are aiming to become the best marketplace for the purchase of Bitcoin mining ASICs and the best place to find cheap power prices at verified mining co-location facilities around the world. Mine with Compass with our link in the video description below. Before we go too far in this video, I just want to talk about that. This is a pretty decent write-up, right? Leverage rules are a byproduct of history, okay? And regulations came about after leverage trading back to the crash of 1929. During the crash, heavily leveraged clients, speculators, and brokers got caught offside as stocks fell. Collateral declined in value, margin deposits were wiped out, and losses exploded, okay? BTC borrows from legacy finance. Leverage is widely used across the entire legacy financial sector. It's a strategy in fund management and various trading strategies. Without leverage, our modern financial markets wouldn't exist, for better and worse, right? Margin isn't leverage. Reading about these leveraged BTC trades, there's the word margin, okay? But they're two different things that both apply in the same transaction. Margin refers to the deposit of cash or some form of crypto you're required to put into your account. Margin is essentially a security deposit for a transaction in some asset. The margin and subsequent loan relative to the asset you are buying defines the amount of leverage you are using. Or putting it another way, the amount of leverage you can use in a given transaction tells you how much margin is required and what your loan amount will be. The crypto exchange you trade with will tell you whether you can deposit BTC or another crypto. Like for example, in Margex here, we're just dealing with BTC Bitcoin. Now the important thing is to remember that this deposit is sometimes called initial margin. It's not static, it's fluid, it's based on a formula, and all the changes, reasons for these changes should be outlined clearly, right? And if the price of the asset you're trading on margin falls or rises, you'd be required to deposit additional funds. They're called maintenance. They call you to receive a deposit, and the call you receive to deposit them, it's called a margin call. If you don't post additional funds when you receive a margin call, you'll be liquidated. While the term sounds a lot like a hangover, it refers to being sold out if you're long or bought back in if you're short. Liquidation is you losing your funds, just to say that one more time. Let's cover a bit more information about Margex before we jump into the trading tutorial part of today's video, right? So country of origin, Seychelles, right? We'll talk about that here in a second. You're like, say what? What year did Margex launch? 2020. The cryptocurrency pairs that are traded are all with USD pairings, and the actual cryptocurrencies you can trade with those USD pairings are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, EOS, Litecoin, and Yearn Finance. The taker fee is 0.06% and the maker fee is 0.019%. And I'll explain when you get hit with the taker fee here in a second as opposed to a maker fee, right? Withdrawal fees are simply 0.0005 Bitcoin. Wire transfers are available. You can wire transfer your money into this exchange to trade with if you're interested in doing so. They also claim that credit card payments are available to deposit funds with. I have not tested this. I've noticed that using your credit card, especially as a US citizen, with any crypto sites over the last year has been very difficult because banks, basically kind of hate crypto.
I hate you.
Even though the big smart banks are now finally coming around and investing into cryptocurrency.
I love you.
The irony. But they want to make money. They don't want you to make money. That's the simple fact. And they call it, protecting you. Well, just, one more time, one more quick disclaimer. This isn't financial advice. You do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you to do a single thing, okay? And please understand that it's fun to do leverage trading, right? You're basically trading with capital you don't have. More capital than you're putting up, right? But on the same vein, if you make a bad trade in normal cryptocurrency, well, you still have, funds, right? You still have the coins and whatever. But if you get liquidated in leverage trading, you lose everything. Okay, so understand that if you want to play around in the deep end of the pool, you could lose you could drown. Okay, you could lose everything, or you could get rich, and that's why people play in that end of the pool. You, that guy trading Bitcoin over there, and Michael Phelps. So although you can trade with those different cryptocurrencies, you're going to be dealing entirely with Bitcoin. If I wanted to simply go ahead and deposit Bitcoin, here is my associated address. Oh, what if I don't have Bitcoin? By turning the shield off on the Brave browser, I can buy cryptocurrency, or it's actually specifically Bitcoin, with a credit card, right? So let's just do a quick demo here. This is a Changelly, which we've talked about before. They're a good service. I mean, they've been around for a while. I've used them before. And so I want to buy $1,000. Click, click, click. And from here, they're going to look for me to sign up and go through the whole process. You can do that if you'd like to do so, but I'd recommend just grabbing your coins on something like the crypto.com app. We've talked about them a lot, and with that, you can go through and complete it, get the sign up bonus, and you get $25 for free, or you can use something like BlockFi, which we have an affiliate code with them as well. You get $250 for free, and they have instant ACH. Free ACH transfers, so you can put your money in, and you can withdraw your money from both of these apps. But again, it's entirely up to you, but these services work very well for me. I try not to incorporate my credit cards into cryptocurrencies these days for multiple reasons, and I would never advise that you trade with any money that you couldn't afford to lose. We're gonna link below, click it, join, sign up, and follow along with me, right? Congratulations, you've successfully started your personal account, or created, at Margex. Short tutorial guide will have you understanding the main features, okay? All right. Price, manipulation, protection. Their unique AI-based technology, MP Shield, protects their clients from price manipulation that often leads to unfair liquidations on other trading platforms, which that is a serious thing and a serious problem, which, you ever heard the term wrecked? Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that'll get you wrecked real quick. Deep liquidity and minimal slippage. Margex combines the market liquidity from a wide range of liquidity providers in a single deep order book. This allows for high liquidity and minimum slippage, thinner spreads, better entry, and exit price. Sounds like they're trying to set us up to win, right? Manage your risks with stop loss and take profits. We know how frustrating it can be when your open positions get liquidated when you're not around your device. Margex allows for simultaneous placing of stop loss and take profit orders. They claim to have a powerful trading engine. No more order submission errors or loss of capital due to delayed orders, which is, again, another concern with this if you're unfamiliar. They can process more than 100,000 trades per second with an 8 ms average order execution time. And if you've ever been in gaming, 8 ms isn't that bad of a ping. So make a deposit and go. You create your account, you confirm your email, and you fund your account. All right, so let's assume you've got your account funded, right? Well, then we need to understand the basics of what these orders are, right? So you have limit orders, and you put a price in, and that triggers it, right? And you can buy or long a cryptocurrency, or you can sell or short a cryptocurrency here, right? And those have to hit on that dollar amount to trigger. Whereas we look at the market, right? And on market orders, that's where you get hit with the taker fee. It's a bigger fee, and they label it under convenience or whatever else. You're taking liquidity out of the platform or the market essentially, right? So I could come in here and I could put in a market buy, right? Between 5x as up to 100x, or I could sell. And to clarify, your leverage is again the same options of 5x to 100x on the limit orders as well. And then you have stop markets, right? And a trade system, per their definition, the stop market, the trade system will send a market order when a current price reaches a trigger price. Traders use these type of orders for closing their positions in case of losses. It's a stop loss. Stop the pain. Gotta know when to just back out and take an L. That's the way it goes sometimes. It's a crypto bull run, right? So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna market buy, all right? With 20x leverage. Click, click, and you can see that that trade has been executed, right? So we get liquidated at 55.6. That's the worst thing that could happen. And just to kick it up a notch, let's go ahead and short good old XRP Ripple at 20x leverage. So keep in mind, guys, I'm not a professional trader. This isn't professional trading advice or anything like that. And this video is really just demo purposes. I'm not putting any real thought into these trades. I'm recording a video for you guys, and it's just kind of that simple. I will have a video coming up in the future trying to look at advanced trading strategies, leaning on those that are much more experienced than I am. But you can see that this XRP is just running away from me, right? And the current price is 73 cents, and I get liquidated at 76 cents. So I can sit here and wait for it to bounce back, or if I think it's just gonna keep running, I could go ahead and close it out and realize this 52 to 9, 60, 61, 56, 59, 63. This is how like trading can make you, right? I can go ahead and close out this and realize this loss and not incur any more risks, right? And it's an important thing. Like, you're not going to hit every trade that you want to make, and you can see it continues to just kind of inch away. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the L, right? And so I closed that out and I lost $60. Whereas on my Bitcoin long right here, if I closed it out right now, I have this unrealized profit, right, of $18 with the associated fee or commission of $4.35. On the flip side, let's go ahead and turn this around, go 100x leverage on XRP. And again, I got these funds as demo funds. They're real funds, but they're given to me from the platform. So really, I can just have fun with this. 100x leverage puts you in a tight margin, right? You noticed before I had much more room before I got liquidated. Now I would get liquidated at 72.41 cents. So there's a dip. It's game over for me. Definitely high speed trades in this kind of market. But one big thing to think about and realize also is that we're in a cryptocurrency bull run. And I hope I don't jinx myself or anything like that, but like, it's hard to make bad trades in this market. Like, if you buy something, it'll probably go up. I mean, Ethereum just hit another all-time high, which means that if you bought Ethereum anytime prior to now, basically, you'd be up in money. Bitcoin recently just hit an all-time high, which means any buy point in the history of forever was a good buy from just a basic point of view of like, at a minimum, you didn't lose money. And just because EOS is like forever dead in the water, let's go ahead, we'll knock that off. We'll go 100x on a short on EOS and see where that takes us. So you can see that our XRP long right there, it is just pumping up, right? So let's go ahead and just close this out. And we did a market close. One thing that they offer is a rebate. They're like, hey, share the fact that you're killing it with trading here. You just made 80 bucks. Then by the way, I just covered my $60 loss. But hey, that's fun. A good way to go ahead and participate. A good way to share your success on whatever and get a rebate for it. Right? Why not, right? And they do have a referral code system and everything like that. So it is certainly interesting. You can participate with that stuff if you have a following or some friends or stuff you want to get into it or whatever. And obviously I appreciate when you guys use our code. It helps the channel and helps us just on our mission of trying to make some cool content. So I'm gonna go get a glass of water, let these trades marinate here for a second. Best case, they go up. Worst case, I get liquidated and blown up. I'd like to take a moment to thank today's video sponsor, Cryptolocally. They're the first fully decentralized peer-to-peer crypto marketplace where they claim you can safely buy and sell Bitcoin as well as 20 other altcoins without getting scammed or the platform hacked. It's non-custodial. It means they don't control your coins like an intermediary, right? They also have their native GIV token, GIV. You earn the token every time you complete a trade. You can also participate in determining the direction of Cryptolocally's development with it. That makes it a governance token. And that token was just listed on BitThumb as well. They've also partnered with Serum and they're releasing a brand new platform soon. We have not used them before. Full disclaimer, link out in the video description below. Here's a critical component, right? It's closing limits. Okay, this is what price are we gonna take profit, right? 2111111. We're feeling it, right? We'll make about like 24 bucks if we hit that price. You see, ETH it's creeping up right now, and it's not gonna go right now. Oh, and boom, just like that, bang, boom, and it's been closed. And so with that, we can see my order history, my position history. So that just closed and that one closed. So I made $25.49 right there, closing at that price based off the open price. And that was with a margin of 0.0012 BTC at 100x leverage. Okay, so let's talk about leverage, right? Because we haven't explained that yet. And it's so incredibly important. You have this little bar that makes it so easy. You could so easily just click around on that one, right? And if you do 10x leverage, if Bitcoin goes up 1%, you can realize or chase 10% gains, okay? And if it goes down 1%, it's the equivalent of you losing 10%, okay? And if you hit these estimated liquidation prices, you lose everything. You lose all of your money that you put into this. Just to show you what that probably looks like, let's short Ripple right now at 100x leverage when it's pumping like crazy and our other trade is doing pretty well. So I bet that we're going to get liquidated on this. The price only has to go up to 75.68. I think we're going to hit that. Off the jump, we're already down 6%. At these kind of prices, that's giving us unrealized profit and loss. Look at this thing, it's climbing. We're already down $29. Clearly, this is a probably stupid trade, but we're doing it for the two. By the way, I want to address a trading strategy that I've seen in the comments before, and I understand the point of view, but it's just a bad strategy, in my opinion. It's betting for both sides, right? So if we short XRP Ripple here in relatively the same window, unless you're looking for a short-term move, like right here, right? So, we'll go ahead, we'll jump, boom, boom. We'll jump on that market, close it, and we closed it right there. And we actually made money, even though we're still in a long here, because it hasn't been liquidated. So I didn't really show you a good example because we just made money. But it's not the worst problem to have, right? And remember, when you're doing these market orders, you're getting hit with those taker fees. And the taker fees are heavier. Whereas if you're doing limit orders, for example, over there and here, you will be getting hit with smaller fees. And just like that, we closed another order. And even though I'm just like blasting through stuff, this is kind of a good example of how you can just kind of do anything and have fun here. And you see just in this example, we're up like, we're getting towards $100 with 35 open positions. That if we closed all of these, then we could do a lot. So there I go, shorting EOS in a bull market, even though I'm not bullish at all on EOS, down 80%, just like that. Our Ethereum, it's pretty stagnant right here, but when you're kind of trading around in this relative window, it makes sense to do more leverage so you can hopefully realize more gains in that small window. You don't need as big of price movement, right? So that's really the basics and the crash course on all this stuff, right? But what happens if you make a killing? You're like Mr. Rich Guy now, right? Well, you click over to wallet at the top, and from there you can click withdraw. And from here, they say that all of their funds are stored in cold storage and withdrawals are processed manually once a day at 1300 UTC. Just to be fully clear in a disclaimer, I just started using Margex and trying it out over things like ByBit, right? And I have not successfully completed a withdrawal from their platform, but I did just initiate one. So you put your Bitcoin address in and you can put whatever amount you want in. This would be the minimum, right? You click confirm, and once you do this, you'll be prompted with a PIN code sent to your email. That is the estimated transaction fee. You put the PIN code in there and boom, you know, it's completed, right? And that's that. So all in all, leverage trading, margin trading, all that stuff, and cryptocurrency, and like we talked about in legacy finance, has been here for basically a century, right? And it's not going away. And it's an incredible way to make some insane money, right? But it's very risky, it's very high speed, it's very stressful, and to be honest, it's not something that I use a lot of. But if there is something I'm very confident in, why would I not, you know, leverage that and try to make more money with the trade? Again, this is advanced stuff. Please proceed with caution and start small. Start small. Work your way up and have fun. And above all, you know, kudos to you for being into cryptocurrency and trading and just trying to make some more money instead of just punching your 9 to 5, right? Every single day, you know exactly what you're going to make that year. And you just live this, you know, those people, they live this boring, monotonous, just sadly calculated life. You know, we live and die by longing and shorting crypto. And also, you live and die by hitting that subscribe button, so you better live and smash it. Hit the thumbs up, leave a comment below, and let me know your thoughts on everything we've talked about in today's video, as well as if you're going to use Margex, or you're going to stick with something like ByBit, or you're using a different platform. I'd love to hear from you, please, because there's so many spammers and scammers in the comments below because of this bull market. I really need you guys putting in some genuine comments down there to just help fight back indirectly. So as always, I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.